One of your first gigs you had as a comedian, you performed in a strip club. How you telling jokes looking at booty?
You see that? That was a dark tip. You see that? You see that? Quick.
I will give me one.
Tommy, first one. Whap. You know what I mean? Actually, that was my friend Howard, man, that I grew up in my neighborhood with.
Okay.
We grew up in the same project. We knew each other since we were 8. And we lived pretty rough neighborhood, you know. And I had got a job at a Ramada Inn when I was 19.
Okay.
As an assistant chef.
Okay. As a chef?
As an assistant chef.
Okay.
Right? But I got paid, you know, paid comparably with that, right? At 19.
Okay.
So I called Howard and I said, Howard, you know, I got this job at the Ramada Inn and da-da-da. Howard said, you about the stupidest I'd ever seen in my life.
Okay.
You can be in Hollywood writing your own ticket. You can be like Eddie Murphy, do your own movies, do all that stuff. I said, you just mad that I got a job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's like, nah, man, you should be on the stage. I don't want to hear nothing, right? So he called me and said, hey, he called me on my phone at home. We have cell phone.
You do, right.
You know, I got you an opening to go down to the Penthouse to do a show. I'm like, the Penthouse? The Penthouse is the worst strip club in the world. Okay, the girls got bullet holes in their ass. The guards that are out front got shirts on that say on the back, don't shoot them, okay? Right. So I'm like, I ain't going down there. He said, he's gonna give you 5 minutes, you know?
Right.
So he comes over to my house, it's February, it's freezing. I got my Datsun B210 ready.
Right.
Boom, the radiator breaks, right? The radiator breaks.
Right.
He gets right back on the bus like nothing. I'll be back next week. He comes back next week, my radiator's fixed. I said, let's go. So we go down to this club, and you know, the manager comes out, you know, says him, you know, he's like, yeah, that's my man, you know. You got 5 minutes, man. And so I'm going, well, Howard, what do you want me to do? He said, I don't care what you do. Just get on that mic and say something. I was like, all right, I got up there.
Had you worked out anything?
No. He just said, hey, he knows me.
Okay.
From the first thing I said, they laughed. And I'm sitting here with you now. It was like that.
Did you always want to be in showbiz because you took a job as an assistant chef? Were you running away from this? What was going on?
No, I wanted to be a singer.
Okay.
That was my thing. I started out with the Jackson 5 and I played in bands, and I had grown men coming over and asking my mom, can he come and gig in our band?
Right.
So that was my thing. I was going to be a big music star.
Okay.
I didn't really like comedy that much. I like Pryor.
Right.
Because he'll make you laugh no matter what, right? But I'm a big fan of the Ohio Players and the Eagles, and that was my whole stilo. I watched Carol Burnett, and I'm into the music, right?
Okay.
And so it didn't look like that was going to happen. You know, when I got about 14, I wanted to do what everybody else did.
Right.
You know, like play football and play basketball and all this stuff. Well, that ended when I was 15.
Right.
because I went away for one summer, and I came back, and everybody was bigger. I'm talking about 3 times my size, and I went in there to one practice, and I was like, okay, that's it. So that career is over, right? And so I always had singing, and that's one of my weapons.
Right.
That I have in my arsenal.
Right.
You know, but comedy, I didn't know I really had it. I found out because the teacher would go, oh, so you the comedian.
Right.
You going down to the principal's office.
Okay.
You know, you gonna put up the Black Power fist and we doing the national anthem. You know?
Right.
So the comedy came out of my mother, who's white.
Right.
Right? And my family, who's white, who comes down to the elementary school and says he'll learn the national anthem. Right? She used to like to do this.
Right.
But that's all he knows about himself. He knows, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. He knows who he is.
Right.
But you can teach him anything.
Right.
Because he'll pick up on it. So I just was just funny because I love happiness. I love laughing.
Right.
And I come from the laughingest neighborhood in the world in DC, Summer Hill, and we would tear you up.
Right.
So it was already there, but a lot more was there than I could ever imagine.
So were you a class clown?
I think I was a class clown on.
Or were you trying to get attention?
No, I was a class clown on steroids. Okay, I didn't have to get no attention because I finished my work so fast.
Right.
That then I was just balling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like I loved to see people happy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the teacher would go, hey, I'll be chewing gum and you know. The teacher would go, hey, do you have enough gum for everybody else? I go, sure do. Got to hear Juicy Fruit Plenty Pack.
Right.
Get out of here. You know, it's like,
right.
like I had all the answers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so my timing was already impeccable.
Right.
You know, I watched everybody do everything, and I didn't know they were even impressions. That's the reason why my mother kept saying, man, shut up. I did Al Jarreau, boom, chicka, boom, ding, boom, boom, I think she be dead. She said, "Can you shut that up?" Until she saw him on TV, and she said, "Do that again." You know, so that was me anyway.
Right.
You know, Stallone.
What's wrong with my house, Mick? Oh, Mick, why you live around my house? My house stink, Mick. It ain't stinks, Mick. I never asked you for no favors. Yeah, I mean, to fight the fight. I'll fight the fight. You want to be there, Mick?
And it just stuck.
Right.
Like, and I don't really practice.
Right.
If I hear something long enough,
right,
it's going to register.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Obama, I couldn't get him. So I said, just shut up and just listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, he's on Shay Shay. And he's having a good time. He's enjoying the warmth of a fireplace. The only thing missing here is some marshmallows. He didn't have some s'mores in here. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the comedian s'more. I'm talking about s'mores. Yeah.